It got so bad for Aaron Hicks and the Yankees yesterday that Yankees fans actually started cheering Joey Gallo at Aaron Hicks.
A mistake like that is just enormous.
What's up, guys? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another MLB recap. We do this every single day, and we have a lot to talk about today. James Karinchak got himself into a sticky situation. We're going to see if he was cheating or not. Wander Franco, he made his return versus the Yankees, and Mets fans, they have to be in full-blown panic mode right now. Remember, guys, if you're going to any sporting events or concerts anytime soon, use code Fuzzy on SeatGeek to save yourself 20 bucks off your entire order. And without further ado, let's talk about a potential Game of the Year candidate. Ryan McMahon and Elias Diaz, they both socked home runs for the Rockies, and there's another for Ryan McMahon, who sent his second home run 461 feet, but he was outdone. CJ Crone hit the longest home run of 2022, 504 feet, a two-run moonshot to give Colorado a massive 8-1 lead, but Corbin Carroll's Oppo Taco kind of rallied the troops. Arizona, they scored a bunch of runs, and they ultimately snatched the lead on Dalton Varsho's biggest home run of the year. That grand slam was his 24th home run. He now has 4 WAR on the season. Colorado, they don't want to give up, though. You have Diaz, he ties it up on a double in the 7th, and then he walks it off on a 440-foot mammoth blast. He had 7 RBIs on the day, one of the most insane games I have ever seen, to be honest. They had 23 runs combined on 23 hits. Wild. The Doyers started hot with a Freddie Freeman 450-foot moonshot, so a lot of guys were just hitting prodigious shots yesterday, but Trent Grisham, he showed up ready to party as well. His 3-run shot was his 17th. He's having a strange season because he has 17 home runs, which is good, 7 outs above average, which is amazing for an outfielder defensively, but he's hitting like 190, so I guess if you're not going to be great in the batter's box, you better be good with the defense and in the clutch. He's done both of those. LA ended up tying it because, of course they did, they're the Dodgers, but Manny Machado and the Padres, I think they wanted it a little bit more yesterday, but that's just me guessing because the Dodgers, they're so far ahead, they can maybe coast and punt a few games. Machado, he evened up the score in the 5th, and Jake Cronenworth, he walked it off 5 innings later in the 10th inning. So we 100% have to talk about the Phillies and the Brewers because they're so close to the Padres, but we have to talk about Mets, Braves real quick. So the Mets, if they lose this game and the Braves win, there will be anarchy. Garrett Cooper and the boys, they wanted to play spoiler. His 2-run blast was the first of 6 runs for the Marlins, 2 on that swing, 2 on some doubles from Rojas and Nick Fortes, and finally another 2-run home run from Charles LeBlanc. I had no idea he existed until the making of this script, but he's alright. In his first 29 games, he's hitting 290 with a 114 OPS plus. Dylan Floro wrapped it up for his 4th save of the year, and now let's see if the Braves can play Grinch and steal first place like it's Christmas. There were 7 home runs in this game, so baseballs were flying all over the place across the league, but I'm only going to show the ones from the Braves because Dansby now has 19 home runs. He has an insane 5.1 WAR with 20 games left. Travis d'Arnaud grooved one for his 17th home run. Michael Harris has 16 home runs to go along with 16 stolen bases and 5 outs above average. He is a legitimate superstar in the making, and there's Robbie Grossman with the 4th home run of the day for the Braves. So after Kenley Jansen grabbed his MLB best 33rd save, the Braves have moved into sole possession of first place. They have a super team just like the Mets, and I cannot wait to see how this division shapes up for the remainder of the year. Is it going to be Mets? Is it going to be the Braves? I have no idea. All right, let's get the NL wildcard out the way. We saw the Padres narrowly squeak past the Dodgers, but what about the Phillies? Rhys Hoskins and JT Realmuto, they did most of the heavy lifting yesterday. Hoskins has 27 home runs, and JT Realmuto followed that up with 2 RBIs, 1 on a single and another on his 16th home run. So he's 4 home runs and 3 stolen bases away from being in the 2020 club as a catcher. Dalton Guthrie, he drove in his first 2 career RBIs as Nick Nelson came in to save it. The Phillies, they win 5-3. The Brewers have to win this game to stay within a few games, but they didn't get much sympathy from the Reds. Cincy, they put up a 5 spot in the very first inning, so that was cool. But I really want to hone in on one guy, Nick Lodolo. This kid has been lights out since the All-Star break. He had a 5.8 ERA in the first half. He now has a 2.8 ERA in the second half after striking out 11 over 8 innings. The 2021 NL Rookie of the Year, Jonathan India, pimped a 2-run shot, and Jake Fraley upped his OPS plus to 126 on his 10th home run of the year. So the Brewers lose, and so do the Cardinals. Not very often you get multiple favorites losing to bad teams. The Mets, you have the Brewers, the Cardinals. Ben Gamel is having a solid year, 8 home runs and a 322 on base percentage. O'Neal Cruz is on fire lately. I mean, listen to these stats. After this 2-run triple and the final blow in the 9th on an RBI single, he's now hitting .340 with 9 extra base hits and 12 RBIs over over his last 12 games. That is absolutely insane production. I just hope this is the start of him learning how to put the ball in play more consistently, because his on-base percentage definitely needs some work. Now, I'm not going to lie to you all, this game took at least 10 years off my life, a full decade. Oscar Gonzalez made me feel things. I was almost tingling. Pause. Oh, but really, his 3-run home run in the first inning, followed by Austin Hedges. I don't know how he did this, but a solo shot in the 4th, and then Oscar's 2-run blast in the 5th inning proved to be the difference in this one. I thought that I could easily tweet out that second home run because we were not going to blow this game, but an interesting scenario happened. Rocco Baldelli tried to be a big brain and expose James Karinchak, but no sticky stuff was found because sweat plus rosin is legal. Rocco Baldelli, yeah, that is duly noted, my friend. Carlos Correa immediately smacked a 2-run missile, so the messing up of the timing and the rhythm of James Karinchak worked in their favor, and it reminded me all over again how painful it is to be a fan sometimes. I was so stressed out. Emmanuel Clase, the sweet prince himself, he bounced back after blowing a save against the Royals. He struck out 2. He grabbed the save, 32 on the season. That is a huge victory, the biggest W of the year for the Guardians. Now, we can't get too comfortable, though, because the Chicago White Sox are feeling themselves as well. I'm thinking sweet Cleveland won. The White Sox are down by 3 going into the 9th. But AJ Puck, I'm about to tell a joke. This is not serious. He must have had Chicago money line. He must have put money on the White Sox to win, because he completely choked this one. Eloy hit a solo shot. Andrew Vaughn made it even more interesting on an RBI single, and Rami Gonzalez tied it at 3 runs apiece. And there's no way Elvis, okay, there he is. Of course, 298 with 5 doubles, 4 home runs, and a 132 OPS plus in 20 games so far with the White Sox. So with all that being said, here's what the Central looks like. I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to jinx anyone. Now, we just saw the Mariners lose, and we all know that the Baltimore Orioles are fighting with the Mariners for the final wild card spot, and one man pretty much saved this one. Gunnar Henderson's 2 RBI single put Baltimore up by a run, and then Baltimore's bullpen shut it down over the final 3 innings. Baltimore, they gain a game as the Mariners lose, and obviously the Orioles win, so they are back under 5 games back. Who do you think makes it, the Mariners or the Orioles? Moving on over to the Rays and the Yankees. The Yankees game is going a whole lot different today, but yesterday, yeah, they got some help from Aaron Hicks, who was benched today. Go figure. Wander Franco smacked one to left field, and Hicks got there, but legit dropped it, so they called that a double, and then another ball was smoked by Randy. Aaron Hicks misplays it again, so he struck out twice. He misplayed 2 baseballs. He got benched. Yankees fans, it was so bad again, they started chanting Joey Gallo at Aaron Hicks. I thought that was kind of a funny troll, but still pretty mean nonetheless. Drew Rasmussen was mean to the Yankees as well. He showed off his Sorcerer Supreme powers, striking out 10 over 6 shutout. The Rays are just 3.5 games back of the Yankees for first place, but I think that's going to change as of today. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Bo Bichette, he peppered his 5th home run in the last 4 games. He practically saved his season over the last week. He has 35 doubles, 23 home runs, 83 RBIs, and a 122 OPS plus. Those are insane numbers for a 24-year-old shortstop. If he fixes the defense, he is going to be one of the best 20 players in baseball. Now, the Jays do win again, but I want to show Josh Young. He belted his first career tater. He's going to be so good. Seager, he tied it after multiple RBI base hits, but Toronto, they take the W after DJ reclaimed the lead, and Romano, he also has 32 saves after striking out 2. Moving on to an AL West matchup, Mike Trout is not human. 33 home runs in 98 games. He would easily be on pace for 50 plus if he stayed healthy. Anyways, rookie Jeremy Pena hasn't made a bunch of noise as of late, but there's his 17th home run, and look at Chas McCormick. He had a 2-run shot and also a walk with the bases loaded, so I think he came away with 3 RBIs. He has a 113 OPS plus on the season, and that's really good. The Astros come away with a 4-3 victory after Presley secured his 26th save, so yeah, that's pretty good. Detroit, they absolutely bodied their division foes. They put up a whopping 10 spot against the Royals. Eric Haas, yet again, is having a great year. Jamir Candelario is trying to pull a Bo Bichette and save his season within 1 single week. He had a 3-run bomb, and then he drove in 2 more on a double in the 5th inning, so a 5 RBI day for Jamir. He used to be an extra base king, but he really fell off this year. Eric Haas had a monster day as well. He homered again in the 6th inning and doubled in Castro in the 8th. So Eric Haas has 12 home runs and a 118 OPS plus. He's kind of Walmart version of Dalton Varsho. He plays the outfield and catcher in his spare time. And last but not least, it's all safe to say that the Giants season might officially be over. I haven't said the name Yan Gomes in a minute, so there he is with a 2-run blast. And Nico Horner launched a 2-run tater as he continues a breakout 2022 campaign. He's hitting .290 with 9 home runs, and he has a 4.5 WAR because of his legit platinum defense. He has 12 DRS and 14 outs above average, which is sick for only playing 123 games. Well, everyone, that does does it for today's recap. Thank you all so much for watching. A reminder, if you made it to this far into the video, you probably enjoyed it, so leave a like, subscribe, and every single new subscriber that we get for the final month of the season, a donation will be made to Stand Up to Cancer. So send it to your friends, send it to your family. Thank you all so much for watching, and enjoy the web gems.
Line to short, and Fletcher used every inch.
Way to go. That's a base hit, I believe. No, it's not.
Bring the rain as Quan sends this one high out behind third. Urshela and Gordon. Gordon with a slide.
Backhanded Allen. He's got a long throw, and he made it, and they got him.
Diego Aquino lines one left center, base hit. It's going to go all the way to the fence. Solano on his horse, going to be waved home. Adames' throw to the plate comes all the way in. The catch, the tag. He got it.